Let's apply what we just learned using random digit dialing. I think that kind of gives it away already. Researchers called 1,599 people, asked what obstacles, such as childcare, kept them from exercising. So it is random, and I would like to think, again, that one's going to be fairly obvious. Just all objects in population have equal chance of being in the sample, and yeah, anyone with a phone number could have gotten called, but it's going to be simple random. So let's use blue. This blue. Simple random. Random. There we go. Now, if you want to abbreviate things, be careful, because stratified, systematic, both S's, convenience, cluster, both S's. I'm going to actually write the word. I'm going to leave the word sampling off, though. Chosen at random, 500 rural and 500 urban persons aged 65 or older were asked about their health and experience with prescription drugs. Okay. First of all, some are rural, some are urban, so they're non-overlapping groups. And we're going to take some of this group and some of that group. We're going to take some of both groups. All the groups, just two of them, but all the groups were represented. We're using some of all of the groups. It's kind of like this one where we had boys and girls, and we took some of the boys and some of the girls, and we had kind of a proportion of it. We're assuming there's a proportion that's kept intact here. But this one is going to be stratified. Okay, now, how was it not cluster? Because we took some rural, some urban, and we took some of both groups, not some rural, and it represented the urban people too, okay? All right, questioning students as they left a university library. A researcher asked 358 students about their drinking habits. Okay, first of all, more than likely, the ones that are going into or out of the library are probably the ones that have fewer problems with drinking, more than likely. I mean, you're going to encounter a few. So it's going to be a little bit biased, which was not their question, but it's going to be very convenient. Let me just ask you a question as you walk out of the library. Okay, so convenient. Having a hard time spelling. Okay, convenience sampling. All right, let's move to the next one. After a hurricane, a disaster area is divided into 200 equal grids. 30 of the grids are selected. I'm going to go ahead and stop. That actually gives it away. And every occupied household in the grid is interviewed to help focus relief efforts on what residents require the most. 200 equal grids. We don't use all of them. We just use 30 of them. So we use some of them, split it into 200 groups. I only use 30 of them. And I take just a handful from each, right? So that's going to be cluster. Here we go. Chosen at random. That gives it away. 1,210 hospital outpatients were contacted, asked their opinion. Anyone could have been chosen. All objects in the population have an equal chance of being in the sample. This is simple random. Very simple, very random. Okay. For quality assurance, every 20th engine part is selected from an assembly line and tested for durability. Okay, every 20th. Oh, the exact same example, or at least the same number. Systematic, quite systematic. Which might be a problem if every 20th part, like if the machine is set up in such a way that somehow every 20th part is messed up, you're going to be like, man, this thing's not working for any of them, but it's actually only working for the first 19 and not the 20th. All right, soybeans are planted in a 48-acre field. The field is divided into 1-acre subplots. We have 48 subplots here. A sample of the plants is taken from each subplot to estimate the harvest. Okay. We have broken the population, or the acreage, into non-overlapping groups. We took some from each subplot, not some from some, okay? This is not the way it looks. It looks like this. So this one would be stratified. Okay, questioning teachers as they left the faculty lounge. A researcher asked 20 teachers about their teaching styles and grading methods. First of all, we don't really go to the faculty lounge that much anymore. Used to, not anymore. And so good luck finding 20 teachers walking out. You're going to be standing there a while. So sounds kind of convenient to me. So convenience. A list of managers is compiled and ordered after a starting number is randomly chosen. Every 9th name, okay, You can see where this one's going. Is selected until 1,000 managers are selected. The managers are questioned about the use of digital media. This is systematic. Last one. From calls made with randomly generated phone numbers, 1,012 respondents were asked if they rented or owned their residence. This one is also simple random.